Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you another episode of FIFA Ultimate Team from FIFA 2015. This is going to be our third game of Division 9 here, and we're coming off a game against a professional AI, getting a 2-1 victory. So we're feeling pretty good here going up against a semi-pro. We haven't lost against semi-pro before. In fact, we haven't even lost in our entire series yet. So things are looking pretty good here. Now, we are finding some replacements for the team here. We had to get rid of Sturridge. He didn't have any contracts left. So Tony is taking his spot. And we are finding this guy, De Jong, I think they called him, as a sort of center attacking midfielder replacement. Because we were just running low on there. So our team is looking fairly decent. We still have some weak points for sure. But let's go ahead and hit the field and see how this team plays.
Hello and welcome to this broadcast of FIFA Ultimate Team Seasons. A magnificent victory for them last time out. Can they build on that with another success here? Nice sunny conditions today. So let's go straight to the ground. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
In fine form, if that last game's got anything to go by. They showed themselves really in a terrific light to win. Can they do the same again?
Well, you'd fancy them too. I'm sure the manager wouldn't have had too much to say in between these two matches. Full of confidence, this side.
Okay, so there you have it. A win in this game will solidify our position in Division 9. That means that we will have clinched just staying in this division. There's no way at all we could be demoted back to Division 10. So let's go ahead and kick this game off here. We are starting with the ball, so we're going to try to set up a little bit of positioning. Now, our opponents played with a really interesting formation. I think it was like I don't even know. It was just really interesting. It was kind of hard to crack here, and we can see at the start, though, finding a little bit of success moving the ball up the field. We do have De Jong actually making a contribution, but he's going to get slide tackled pretty hard, and he's actually going to draw the foul right outside the penalty area. So a little bit of bad luck there from him, unable to secure the penalty shot, but still, a free kick from this position can be pretty dangerous, especially when team captain Canales is going to be taking it. So we can see the defense here setting up, and in my head I'm thinking, okay, pretty much exactly what this guy looks like. Like, how am I going to solve this puzzle? How am I going to get a goal here? The goalie looks like he's getting ready, and I was thinking about shooting it towards the right side, and then I hit a button, and I don't know what button I hit, but I hit a button, and it moved me to this camera angle where I'm now controlling Tony. So I was like, all right, I'll try calling for a pass here, and that just totally didn't really work, and now everything just goes to crap, and we lose the ball and lose our scoring opportunity. So actually, after a whole bunch of just defensive jostling back and forth, unable for either team to really get anything going, we are now in the 32nd minute where a defensive screw-up on my end forces us to actually kick the ball out of bounds on our own end, forcing a corner kick. So that's going to give our opponents a corner kick here in the 33rd minute, basically the 34th minute actually. And let's see how this plays out here. Looks like he's going to be kicking it in there. There's a header, and it actually does go into the left corner of the net. And I was just kind of shocked. I was like, wow, like they only got that corner kick because I kicked it out of bounds myself because of a stupid defensive flounder. And all of a sudden, the G-Dogs are now facing their first deficit ever in the entire Ultimate Team. We're down 1-0. It was a nice header by that guy. No questions asked. The goalie was confused, unsure how to deal with that. Just kind of lets it sail over his head there. But yeah, I mean, it was a nice header. Tony had a chance to knock that out, but being an offensive player, I can't really blame him too much for being unable to deal with that. So yeah, just like that, Johan Tavares puts a goal on the board, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead for our opponent. So shortly after, actually, just about 5 minutes later, the G-Dogs are going to try to get some revenge here, moving the ball up the field, trying to crack this defense here. Nice pass up to Tony, and Tony's going to use some excellent footwork to get by the defender, and that's going to be a nice save by the goalie. Not too powerful of a shot. But wait, the clip is still going. The goalie throws the ball out, and Tony comes right back, taking that ball right from the defender. He wasn't ready for it, and bam, puts it in the bottom left corner of the net with an extremely well-placed shot. to roll it right by the goalie and tie the score up at 1-1. We're going to obviously get a couple looks at this replay here. Nice steal from Tony, and even with pressure on his left side, he's still able to put that ball in, and really nice shot here. Really can't get much better than that. The goalie didn't even react, knowing that it was just impossible for him to get to it. So that's going to tie up the score, and Tony is back in his former position as our go-to guy, and it's working out so far, tying up the game 1-1 just before halftime finishes up. And speaking of halftime finishing up, we're in extra time now. A little bit of physicality happening here in midfield, and it looks like the opposing team going to be putting on some pressure, but no, Cork is going to be stealing that and then giving the ball away once again is the G-Dogs, and now it looks like, okay, well, not a lot of stuff happening here. Now we have the ball back, and here is Canales moving up the field. He's trying to break through the defense here. Looks like he's going to try to find someone to receive the pass. He does find Tony right in the midfield, and Tony tries the same shot once again and fails to put it through, which was a little bit of a missed opportunity for sure, right as extra time expires for the first half, and Tony's walking off that field. You know he's disappointed. He could have given the G-Dogs a 2-1 lead going into the second half, and that's just the best kind of situation, because then you have the confidence that you're ahead. Well, here we go. Right as soon as the second half starts here, the opposing team obviously starting with the ball since we got it at the beginning of the game, and they're going to be trying to move up the right side of the field, and this team played pretty well. You can see them moving the ball very nicely. This guy's wide open, and what a save by the goalie, but on the rebound, this counts as an own goal, but you definitely cannot fault this guy for putting the ball in. If only I was a little bit quicker on my fingers, I might have been able to kick that out, but it was a valiant attempt, but that's going to go down as a goal for the opposition. So now the G-Dogs are facing a deficit once again. Now it's 2-1, and this time is winding down. We're not in the first half, we're in the second half. So right away, G-Dogs going to be looking to try to respond here right after the kickoff following that goal. And again, this has been kind of the whole game where just possession just changing back and forth. But we do have Cork coming in here, going to try to use a little bit of footwork. He does get in deep here in the box, and he rings one right off the crossbar, and the goalie's going to collect that, and that's going to be that. So very high quality scoring chance there for Cork, and again, unable to put it through, just ringing it right off the crossbar. Now we're on the opposite side of the field here, and G-Dogs desperately trying to defend, and it's not going too well. The goalie needs to make an amazing diving save to stop that one from going in. But yeah, the G-Dogs are really having a hard time with this team. And on the other side of things, the opposing team making things look easy. Look at this, breaking past the defender, and now there's just one guy who has a chance of stopping him. And instead of going for the ball, he literally just bulldozes the guy to the ground. And this is the same player who forced a penalty kick in the last game, Bruno Menga. This guy's got some defensive issues. He tries to make up for his mistakes by just bowling players over, and that's just not going to work. So once again, the G-Dogs are in a position where they desperately need to save this penalty shot here. And let's go ahead and let this play out. Once again, G-Dogs getting incredibly lucky as the penalty shot taker just misses the net. He totally fooled me. I had no idea that was the type of shot he was going to be taking. So he totally could have scored, but it's just not going to happen. Now, time is really winding down here. Still down by 1 with 82 minutes done with this game, and they're just trying anything here, trying to get an open player in the box here, but once again, the shots are just, they're not inspired. They just go right to the goalie, and the goalie hasn't really had too many problems making the save. So in extra time now, G-Dogs is trying incredibly hard to make something happen. Again, getting physical, forcing a free kick, and after this free kick, the whistle's just going to blow. And that, my friends, is going to be the G-Dogs' first loss in FIFA Ultimate Team. And it was pretty heartbreaking because, I mean, we definitely had our chances. We could have scored 3 more goals than we actually did, and just unable to hit the net or hitting the crossbar or their goalie making nice saves. I mean, that type of thing is going to happen. So it was a bitter pill to swallow. The G-Dogs are forced to suffer their first defeat And technically, if they lose every other game of the season, they will. They still haven't clinched Division 9 yet. So that is going to be this game. Again, our first loss, but we're going to be coming back strong in the next game. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. I always appreciate the views that I get on these FIFA videos. If you have anything to say, leave them in the comments below. I love to interact with viewers and that type of thing, so make sure you leave your comments. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video.